Hey, what's up? It's me, Seth with SethPro.com. And students, in this video, you might want to grab a pen and start taking some notes, make a little bulleted list of some ideas that resonate with you, because what I'm going to talk about today is how you might want to consider using your summer break to continue building your brain's executive functions, whatever that means. I'll explain it momentarily. But here's the deal, students, and parents and teachers, you might like this video as well. Students, it's summer break. Most of you have about 2 months and then you're back at school. Summer break goes by like that, super fast. It's going to be over before you know it, just like this school year just ended, like before you know it. If you think back, like it was just, fall last year, and all of a sudden this school year just flew by and now it's summer break for you, right? Well, your brain is continuing to develop throughout the summer, obviously. And the front part of your brain, the front third of your brain, the prefrontal cortex or the frontal lobe, this part that helps you with this thing called executive function, this part of your brain, it continues to develop and grow until you're 25 or 30 years old. This is the last part of the brain to develop. And this summer, your brain is not going to take a break. It's going to continue developing. Obviously, you don't want to be overloaded with school like you just were, but you do want to continue, think of it like, exercising the muscles. And the brain is not technically a muscle, but think of it as use it or lose it. You want to continue using these skills. Why? Why is Seth suggesting that you continue practicing executive function skills or using your brain in certain ways this summer? Because it will, this fall, when you go back to school, make school and life easier, more fun, you will have more freedom, and you will set yourself up for your future for more choices, possibilities, opportunities to really create the type of life you want, so that you don't have an adult life where you're limited and you don't have a lot of choices or possibilities or opportunities, and you've really put yourself in a position where it's hard to have the time to do the things you want as an adult, because as when you were younger you didn't plant those seeds. So this summer, this 2 months is an amazing time actually to really easily build some executive function, to build the neural pathways and the neurons in your brain to continue doing that. How can we do this easily? Well, what I really just want to propose to you is this: continue practicing structures. Two types of structures in particular are going to use all sorts of executive function skills. I teach people about 13 executive function skills. And what I'm showing you now, these things will help with all of them. So essentially, what I want to encourage you to do is practice structures and organization. Here's how. The structures I want to encourage you to use, you may not like. I know when I was a teenager and a middle schooler, I did not care for this, but that is calendars, planners, reminders, things like that. So what I want to encourage you to do, you just got 2 months. You essentially have 8 or 10 weeks. Like, just get a big desk calendar or make your own little calendars and reminders for these 2 months. Put them up on the wall and think about what you want to do. Now, first thing you want to do this summer is obviously just have fun. Forget about school, forget about everything, decompress. But believe it or not, I want you to put that on the calendar. Take a night, hang out with a friend, like plan your summer and have fun doing it, because you can actually do that, making your summer calendar. But just put decompress for however many days, a week or two. Just, you really do need time to decompress and enjoy not having anything on your back. Now, decompression and fun, plan the fun throughout the summer too. Plan all kinds of fun things. Yes, plan them, put them in your calendar. This will help your executive function, okay? And it will help you be able to plan more fun when life gets really busy when you get older. Now, I also want to encourage you to plan things called micro projects and overhauls. Micro projects are very small projects you can do this summer, and I'll give you some examples in a moment. And then overhauls are bigger projects you can do this summer. So micro projects takes 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, that's it. An overhaul, takes a half day, a day, a weekend. Overhauls are bigger projects. So these micro projects and overhauls are going to help you declutter your life and then reorganize your life. So first you're going to declutter or get a clean slate, and then you're going to reorganize, and then when you go back to school this fall, it's going to be way easier because you've done so much of this decluttering and reorganizing, and you're going to be in a much better place than a lot of your friends Even if you struggle with ADHD and executive function and all this stuff, you're going to have a way better fall by doing this. So what I want to encourage you to do is that get it in your calendar. And one thing I want you to get in the calendar is a project day or an overhaul day or a laundry day or a chores day or a responsibilities day. Like pick a day, like Sundays or Wednesdays or whatever, that you're going to do like a lot of sort of responsibilities things. Once a week, it's really important to do that. That will help you this fall. I teach my students about that, called the SNO, Sunday Night Overhaul. But just pick a day to like do the stuff you don't feel like doing. Like pick a day to really get it all done and get that in your calendar. And then I want you to make a list of all the micro projects and overhaul projects you want to do. You can put them on your project day, or you can put them on other days. You can trickle them throughout the week. If they're 10-minute projects, you can do 3 or 4 or 5 a week, whatever you want. So some of the projects that you might want to do and put on the calendar, I'm going to give you some ideas. Get ready to jot some of these down. I have had students who, let's say I get a new student that I start working with in November, right? They would probably come to me in November because they've been failing the semester. They don't want to fail the semester. We're trying to figure it out before the end of the semester. And I have had students come to me. We start like doing a huge backpack overhaul. Remember I said overhaul? We start doing a huge overhaul with their backpack. And they have stuff from the previous school year still in their backpack. I know some of you watching may be that type of student too. No shame in that, but don't do it this year. This summer, one of your micro projects or little overhaul should be going through your old backpack, going through all your stuff from last year, everything from last year, getting rid of everything you don't need anymore. Archive the stuff you want, the sentimental stuff or the stuff you're proud of, but get rid of everything else. Why keep it, okay? Go through your old backpack, get it ready for this fall. Don't wait till back to school time. Do it one day this summer. Overhaul your study area or do micro projects on your study area. You might want to do a micro project on a drawer, on a shelf. You might want to go through all your books, all your shoes, all your t-shirts, all your hats. Like pick those sorts of things, all your old toys, your digital clutter, your inboxes, things you're subscribed to, old emails, like clean your inboxes out. You might want to also work with mental or emotional clutter. Like you might want to work on, healing with, family members or friends where you might have problems that are unresolved, or a therapist or a counselor or a mentor, or, but you might want to do some decluttering as far as mental and emotional stuff is concerned. So those are different types of things that you might want to get on the calendar. So go ahead and think about your life, look around your room or your garage or your basements and think about the projects that you want to do, and then make a list of them and pop them on the calendar and start doing those. Now, the last thing that I want to say is this. As you're planning out your summer, I'm talking about doing, these structures and systems and overhauls and all this stuff. One of the things I really want to encourage you to do for your brain, for your executive function, for your brain's health, so that your brain is working optimally, so that you have more freedom and more fun and more choices in life and less stress and less overwhelm and less problems in life, I want to encourage you to make some goals or structures or things around sleep, nutrition, and exercise. Believe it or not, sleep is one of the most important things. And a lot of people nowadays, students are really struggling with sleep. I've never seen anything like it. And I think a lot of it has to do with, devices in the room, because they can really interfere with sleep. And, it's already hard for teenagers to sleep. And now people are up so long and they wake up so early and they really don't get restful sleep. And for your mental health and your mood, if you struggle with problems with your mood, like how is your sleep? That'd be the first thing I'd be asking you. Like what I want to encourage you to do, one of the best research-based things that you can do is to have a set sleep, wake up time and sleep time. So what I want you to do is print up a big thing or make a big sign that says, go to bed at this time, wake up at this time. Even if you don't adhere to it all the time, it doesn't matter. Put it up on the wall by your bed, because at least you'll do it more often and your brain will start to get used to, okay, this is my pattern. And the more you get really restful, solid sleep with no electronics, no nothing, you can actually sleep through that. The better your executive function will be, the better your mental health will be, the better the neurons will be coming together in your brain, the better your mood will be, the better your focus will be, the better this coming fall will be, the better your entire life will be. So that is a big concern. And then as far as your fitness and food and nutrition and stuff like that, just consider those in a similar way. You know, what might some goals be around those for you, and do them this summer, but make them real. Put them on the paper in front of you on the wall somewhere, so that, or on your calendar, so that you see it. But I think the most important is that sleep one. So that I really want to encourage you, you know, use your to-do list, use your calendars, use your planners, use your structures, whatever, this summer. Do some decluttering and reorganizing this summer. Just and have a lot of fun this summer, but make time a few times a week to be working on chipping away these little things, and it is going to make your life so much easier this fall. And yeah, so I just really want to encourage you to do that. Be well. Turn off this stupid video. Go do something good for yourself. Go connect with people you care about. Go do something fun. Go invest in yourself. Have a fantastic day. Again, my name is Seth Perler, SethPerler.com. Like this if you like it. Share it with somebody if you think they'll like it. Subscribe and leave a comment. What advice do you have for people? What do you like to declutter or reorganize? Or how do you declutter or reorganize? Or do overhauls or micro projects? Or what things are you going to work on? Or what tips do you have for us for sleep or exercise or things like that that might help our life? What thoughts do you have? Go ahead and share them in the comments below. Thank you so much. Be well. I'll see you soon.